The Independent Electoral Commission earlier this evening finally announced the results of Wednesday's Metsimaholo by-elections. The ANC got 16 ward seats, whilst the DA got 5 and 6 proportional representation seats. The EFF got 8 proportional representation seats, whilst the FSD, the MCA and the Freedom Front Plus each got a single proportional representation seat. Now, the new kids on the block, the South African Communist Party, managed to get 3 proportional representation seats. To form a municipality, the parties will have to enter into a coalition, as there was no clear winner. Well, the SACP says that it's still considering being part of the coalition in the Metsimaholo Municipality in Sasolburg in the Free State. After deciding to participate in the by-elections in the municipality, the party had announced that it wouldn't form any coalition with any political party. Well, let's find out what the position is now since the results have come out with the SACP's spokesperson, Mashilo. Thanks very much for joining us and welcome to the program. So the results are out. Your first time out in the election process. How do you think you did?
I must say that there was a decision taken yesterday at the party liaison committee presided over by the IEC for a rerun of a disputed voting district in Ward 1 of located in Zambela. That decision was overturned and counting was conducted today, resulting in the results that you just announced. We are presently in an augmented Central Committee meeting of the South African Communist Party. The meeting started at 10 a.m. this morning. It is ending on Sunday. This is one of the issues that are being discussed in the context of the 14th Party Congress resolution adopted in July for the SACP to actively contest elections, either within or without the umbrella of a reconfigured alliance. A decision has not been taken yet on what approach the party will be adopting as a result of the elections results that have just been announced. The meeting has been adjourned and discussions will be continuing tomorrow. The SACP will announce its position on Sunday at 1 o'clock at OR Tambo Airport at the end of the meeting.
Mr. Mashilo, there are some disputes, as you've noted, but I wonder, these districts that are questionable in your view, would they have made a difference to your position or the overall result, do you think?
Not necessarily. Remember that elections must be conducted within, they must be free and fair, and they must be credible. If there are issues that impact on elections being free and fair and credible, the very essence why we conduct elections is violated. However, I must say, considering the fact that the SACP's position to contest Metsimaholo was taken just 4 weeks before the election day of the 29th of November, while other parties have been contesting, the results the SACP obtained are reasonable under the circumstances, and you will note that our entry in those elections removed other organizations that would have had PR votes before and do not have the PR seats before and do not have the PR seats that the SACP obtained first time contesting the election.
All right, let's take a look at those PR seats. You've got 3 of them, and they may be of value when it comes to trying to form a coalition government. Are you going to participate in such a process?
Like I said, we are in an augmented Central Committee meeting presently. The meeting was just adjourned. There is a long speaking list. The matter was not finalized. The discussions will be continuing tomorrow, and a decision will be taken and announced on Sunday.
All right. So is this, I suppose you're still discussing it, but is this perhaps a sign for you about what you should do regarding the national elections in the future?
In a way it is, but in a way it is not, because the decision was taken on the basis of the local specifics in Metsimaholo. But I must say one of the key objectives of the current meeting of the Central Committee is to work out a roadmap for our future electoral participation.
So some people voted for you. What message were you able to give to your constituency in such a short space of time that resonated with the people that gave you those 3 seats?
Our campaign was unconventional, I must say, because we convened community mass meetings and facilitated discussions among community members who attended those meetings to identify key priorities for local government in Metsimaholo. We consolidated those key priorities and allowed the communities to lead the electoral campaign. They were very much encouraged because they saw themselves having informed the content of the SACP's electoral manifesto there. They identified that content as theirs, and they were very much excited. And to them, we must say thank you, comrades. We will be convening meetings to thank them officially and to discuss with them the way forward, which is the position of the Central Committee at present. The idea is don't take any decision without consultation with the people who voted for you.
Is there going to be any fallout, do you think, for you sort of contesting beyond the alliance with regards to the alliance itself? Or is this perhaps the final nail in the coffin?
There was an Alliance Political Council meeting held last week, Monday. There was a recognition by the ANC, the SACP, COSATU, and SANCO that there were problems in Metsimaholo that resulted to the SACP contesting the elections. The Alliance Political Council, in fact, decided to go to Metsimaholo on Thursday last week to address both members of the ANC and the SACP to accept that this is a democratic process and the alliance could not intervene on time, and that the interventions on what should happen in regards to the problems that led to the SACP to contest elections and communities turning their back from the ANC. Remember that the ANC did not get a PRC. They received what councillors see. So you can see there is a decline. So we agreed we will come back to the communities and address those particular problems. What will happen moving forward will be decided by that process of the alliance.
All right. Okay. So we are looking at these results in Metsimaholo, and as you said, these 3 seats that you managed to get happened literally with 4 weeks of campaigning, and that you must be pleased with. But what continues to happen is that more and more parties seem to be coming into play now, and in the end, we might live with coalition politics into the foreseeable future. Is that a good thing?
It is a good thing. It is not a good thing, depending on how you look at it. The problem with South Africa's coalition politics is that they tend to become elite politics. Political parties go and mobilize the electorate. The electorate casts their vote, and then it ends there. When they decide who to form coalitions with, they don't involve the people who voted for them. So, which is an approach the SACP is not going to be adopting. Whatever decision taken, it will be taken after consultation with communities. I think in a decisive democracy, you need to have an outright majority victory, but if that is not possible, we must respect the will of the people who voted and then find a way on how we can live with that will and be guided by it. In terms of the spirit of the Freedom Charter, remember that according to the Freedom Charter, no government will justly claim authority in this land unless it is based on the will of the people. So the election's outcome represents the will of the people.
All right, and perhaps finally, whilst you went it alone here in Metsimaholo, you must have an eye on developments with the ANC election race, the nomination race at this stage. Are you happy with the way things are going, particularly with Cyril Ramaphosa gaining some ground in some of the provinces?
Remember that the SACP does not have any formal decision to endorse any candidate. On the contrary, we have warned that whoever will win the ANC's elective conference this month, based on slate politics, may probably walk away with a shell of ANC's former self rather than the total unity of the ANC supported by all alliance partners. What is required is unity, and unity cannot be unity from the mouth while people are campaigning for factions. You'll find that there are people in the ANC who are calling for unity. Immediately having made that call through the word of mouth, they go to the ground and campaign for slates.
Okay, Mr. Mashilo, that's where we're going to leave it. Congratulations on your 3 seats in Metsimaholo. The first time out in by-elections, and the South African Communist Party has representations at municipal level. And we'll keep a track of that story and others during the course of all of our bulletins.